This photo sums up everything about Donald J. Trump as a president, as a human, and about the state of America under his presidency. Hi, my name is Suri Crowe, and you're watching the MeidasTouch Network. It is the viral image of him standing in the Oval Office, bored, confused, annoyed that somebody had the audacity to pass out and have a medical emergency during one of his press briefings. And it is the perfect image of his cruelty and lack of empathy on display for all the world to see. Not that we needed this photo to demonstrate the hellscape of life under Trump's regime.
Suelta la niña, 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 suelta la niña.
Every day, every hour, it seems, there is just another insult and horror show happening under his presidency. And, despite 2 federal judges ordering the Trump administration to pay out SNAP benefits for the month of November, Trump is outright defying court orders and is now appealing the decision. In other words, he is so angry and pissed off about being told he has to feed 42 million hungry people, including 16 million children, that he is going to use federal tax dollars to fight the orders in court. Jon Stewart seems to have his finger on the pulse of exactly what's going on here.
Notices began to go out for health insurance premium hikes, and millions of Americans also lost their SNAP or food stamp benefits. It's as heartbreaking as it is infuriating, but there's one American who's taken this harder than anyone else.
The president is desperate for SNAP benefits to flow to the American citizens who desperately rely upon it.
He is a big-hearted president.
Is he? Big-hearted? Loves us? Because again, and maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but he did just recently dump diarrhea on all of us. I don't know if you remember that, yeah. He cares a lot about the American people. Obviously, he does have a diarrhea plane. Maybe that is out of love. I don't know. It feels somewhat dismissive. But of course, I'm only seeing the small portion of the day he spends dumping diarrhea from a plane on the American people. I'm sure that's not the entirety of his efforts on our behalf.
He is so resolutely focused on delivering for the American people all day, every day, 7 days a week, 20 hours a day.
Did we miss an executive order about how long days are? How far did you guys set your clocks back? But okay, 7 days a week, 20 hours a day, 4 hours for diarrhea plane training. But point taken, Donald Trump is a big-hearted, caring man who works 20 hours a day, 7 days a week to deliver for the American people. So I imagine if I were to randomly turn on the camera at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, here is what Trump was up to exactly 1 week ago today from when I'm recording this, hosting a great Gatsby party, like literally throwing a middle finger at the American people. The most tone-deaf theme ever from a U.S. president. But, he doesn't care. That should be obvious by now. He demolished the East Wing of the White House just to show us that he could. He tore history down from the people's house just to be cruel, because that's the kind of man he is. No empathy, no kindness. He is a monster. But if you're watching this, you likely already know that. This is not news to you. Here are some more images of that press event from the Oval Office yesterday, where the man had passed out and had that medical emergency. Trump was sleeping throughout the event as Dr. Oz was talking about, ironically, medical situations in relation to GLP drugs. Trump was snoozing, as he does over and over again all around the world. He's done it from Saudi Arabia to the Pope's funeral in Rome and right there in the Oval Office. Here's a clip of him getting assistance from some poor Marine just to get aboard Marine One. And we had nonstop coverage of President Joe Biden because the man dared to wear comfortable shoes. Like, I just flipping can't. Headline after headline, Joe Biden wears comfortable shoes across White House lawn. Like, the absurdity, the stupidity of the mainstream press with the excuses that they have made for this man. Because if there was ever a reason for the 25th Amendment to be used, it is Donald J. Trump. This man has no business being in office. He is unwell. He is sick. He is unconscious and oblivious to what is going on to the American people. He clearly doesn't care. He's out of it. He's unfit. He's a criminal. And he will go down as the worst president in American history, far surpassing Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon in the history books will look like a choir boy compared to the regime and criminality and the horrors of Donald Trump. I mean, that is my opinion, but I firmly believe that that's the way it's going to play out. And while the atrocities of his regime continue, millions of Americans are paying attention now. That's the good news. And they have had enough. Tuesday night's massive blue wave was the mandate that Trump and his MAGA cult wished that they had gotten last November. They kept saying, we have a mandate. We have a mandate. No, they didn't. They didn't even get a 2% margin of the vote last November. Trump won by a very, very thin margin. The blue wave that crashed across the country on Tuesday night, however, was massive, massive. I mean, in Virginia, where I am, Abigail Spanberger won by 14 points. Millions showed up and showed out in California to vote on a proposition. There wasn't even a human being on the ballot. Pennsylvania held on and to their court positions there. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Millions showed up in New York City, the most voter turnout, the highest voter turnout rather, since 1969. I mean, that was the mandate. The American people were like, we're done. And this blue wave is going to keep on rolling. If I have anything to do with it, and the millions of you who are done with this evil and wicked regime that we have going on here. And, Trump posted this, quote, "And so it begins," after Tuesday night's crushing election blows to his fragile and pathetic ego. And you know what? He's right for once. For once, he's right. So it begins. The end of Donald Trump and his reign of terror across America. The people have spoken. And what they have said is, we are done with you. Peace.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.